Sarah graduated in 2024 with a marketing degree. She sent out 112 applications, got 14 interviews last year. Sounds normal, right? 7 of those roles no longer exist, not filled by someone else, gone. The job listing, the team, the budget line, deleted. But there's a twist about Sarah that changed this whole story. I'll come back to her at the end. Here is what caught me. AI can now do 57% of white-collar work. So guess how many companies has actually fired someone because of it? 11%. That gap is the real story, and it's scarier than layoffs. If AI can do the work, why aren't companies firing people? That's a question I couldn't stop thinking about, so I dug into the data. In March 2026, Anthropic published one of the most detailed studies ever done on AI in the workplace. They didn't just ask, can AI do this job? They measured what's actually happening. Real usage, real adoption, real impact. And here's what they found. There's a massive gap between what AI can do and what the companies are actually doing with it. Most companies are sitting on the technology, they bought the tools, they ran the pilot, but they haven't pulled the trigger. The World Economic Forum says, by 2030, we will see 170 million new jobs created, 92 million displaced. Net positive, right? 78 million more jobs. But here's what those headlines miss. The jobs aren't being taken, they are evaporating. Companies aren't calling you into a meeting and saying, AI replaced you. They just not posting the jobs, not replacing the person who quit, not funding the role next quarter. You can't fight a layoff that never technically happens. Let me ask you something directly. Is your company in the 11% that's already cutting or the 89% that's quietly waiting? Because the 89% aren't waiting out of kindness. They are waiting for the right moment. Drop your industry in the comments. I want to see which sectors are already feeling this. Goldman Sachs put it bluntly, 6 to 7% of the US workforce is at risk of displacement right now. And the 11% of the companies that have already acted, they are not the story, they are the preview. Here's where it gets uncomfortable. When you think AI taking jobs, you picture factory floors, truck cabs. That's not what the data says. It's not factory workers. It's not truck drivers. According to Anthropic's data, the most exposed occupations are computer and math, 94%, business and finance operations, 94%, architecture and engineering, 91%, management, 90%, legal, 89%. Read the list again. Those are the jobs that require a degree, the ones your parents told you were safe, the ones you went into debt for. The IMF calls this unprecedented. For the first time in history, a technology is primarily hitting high-skilled workers. Every previous waves of automation, steam engine, assembly lines, even early computers, went after manual labor first. AI flipped it. And there's an aged component that nobody's talking about. Workers aged 22 to 25 in the AI-exposed field are seeing a 6 to 16% decline in employment. If you graduated in the last 3 years, your entry-level job is the single most likely to change. That makes sense when you think about it. Entry-level work is what AI does best. Research, drafting, analysis, scheduling, summarizing, the stuff they used to hire a junior person to do, Claude can do it in 10 seconds. Drop your graduation year in the comments. I'm curious how this maps to what you are seeing. The 40% of the global jobs that IMF says are exposed in advanced economies like the US, UK, Japan, it's 60%. The more developed your economy, the harder this hit. Now, before you spiral, there is a counter-argument, and it's a good one. In 1970, there were 300,000 bank tellers in the US. Then ATM showed up. Everyone said tellers were done. By 2010, 600,000 tellers. The ATM make branches cheaper to operate, so banks opened more of them. More branches, more tellers. Spreadsheet didn't kill accountants. Search engine didn't kill librarians. Email didn't kill the post office. Okay, kind of did, but you get a point. History says every time we panic about technology killing jobs, we end up with more jobs. So we'll be fine, right? But here's what's different this time. Those previous technologies automated physical tasks or simple calculations. AI targets the things we thought only humans could do. Creative work, analytical thinking, communication, judgment. The IMF calls that unprecedented. The WEF says the net outcome is positive, but only if people actively reskill. That word actively is doing a lot of heavy lifting. 39% of all job skills will change by 2030. If you are waiting for a company to train you, you are already behind. Okay, enough with the scary stats. Here's what you actually do about it. 5 actions. Each one takes less than an hour. You can start Monday. Number 1. Open your email right now. Copy the last real work email you sent, the one with the project update or the client brief, paste it into Claude or ChatGPT. Watch what it does in 10 seconds. That feeling you get, that's your compass. It's showing you exactly which part of your job are already automatable. Number 2. Become the AI mistake catcher. AI hallucinates about 15% of the time. In law, in medicine, in finance, catching that 15% is worth more than the 85% the AI got right. The person who checks AI's work is more valuable than the person who AI replaced. Number 3. Pick one AI tool, just one, and get so good at it that you do in 20 minutes what takes everyone else 4 hours. Don't learn 5 tools badly. Master one tool completely. That's your moat. Number 4. Go to YouTube and search your company's latest earnings call. If the CEO says AI-driven efficiency more than twice, that's your 90-day warning. That phrase is corporate code for we're about to need fewer people. I'm not guessing. Companies that say it follow through within 2 to 3 quarters. Number 5. Build something with AI this week and put it online. A blog post, a tool, a video, an analysis, anything. The point isn't what you built. It's proving that you can build with AI. That proof is worth more than any line in your resume. Demand for AI fluency in job postings has grown 7 times in 2 years. Companies that adopt AI see 34% productivity gains. You don't need to become an AI engineer. You need to be the person in your team who knows how to use these tools, and everyone else comes to you. In the last video, we covered how companies are racing to build AI infrastructure, data centers, compute, the physical backbone of all this. That's the supply side. This video is the demand side. What happens when all the compute actually gets used? That 11% of companies cutting jobs, within 2 years, it will be 50%, not because AI gets that much better, but because the other 89% will run out of reasons to wait. The safest jobs in 2026 isn't the one that AI can't do. It's the one where AI makes you dangerous, where you plus AI can outperform a team of 5 without it. That's the math companies are doing right now. What job do you think will be completely gone in 5 years? Drop it in the comments. Remember Sarah? Marketing degree, 14 interviews, 7 roles that vanished. She got hired, but not for marketing. She got hired to manage the AI that replaced the marketing team. Same company, new role that didn't exist 6 months ago. She didn't get a job because she understood marketing. She got it because she understood what AI couldn't do. The jobs are changing, that's real. But the people who learn to work with AI, not against it, not ignoring it, they are writing their own job descriptions right now. If this video helped you to see the situation more clearly, subscribe. I'm going deep on AI and work this year, and the next one is even more practical. I'll respond to the top 20 comments personally.